days I know. These are the days I know, I know. These are the days I know.
We are the days he knows he knows. We are the days he knows. We are the days he knows he knows. We are the days he knows. Some of us are days, but most of us are days. We all have our own hands, but we come from different palms.
These are the days I know, I know.
We are the days he knows he knows.
These are the days.
What are you doing, man?
What the fuck do you think I'm doing? What do you want?
What do you expect me to say, man? Like, what do you expect?
What do you mean, bro? We're doing an oil change! Hey! Alright, so, first thing you gotta do whenever you check your oil or do an oil change, you gotta be on level ground. So your driveway will, like, never work. So we're gonna pull the car onto some level ground, and we'll start going over the stuff you need to do your own oil change. But I'm gonna try and do this fast because my car is loud. The exhaust fell off. It's a really cool custom exhaust that I got on there. Nothing. So
It's called being broke.
stand back. Shut. All right, so we're parked on the street. The street is generally pretty level. Yeah, just DOS me right there, you fucking dick. So yeah, streets are pretty level. I'm first gonna show you guys like how you know when you need to change your oil. So first thing you're gonna do, I'm gonna step out here and you're gonna pop your hood. There's generally a lever down here. It'll be labeled. Mine says hood. This is like what anything from the I don't know, like 80s, anything that's a piece of shit looks like this. So you gotta pull it pretty hard. And yeah, so now we're going out. And then in order to actually open the hood, there's gonna be like a all right, good.
Yeah.
All right,
Going.
like as in we're rolling.
We're filming, yeah.
Yeah, all right. So there's normally like a little switch or like a thing, and there'll be like if you look under here, there's like an indent where you put your hands. So it can like you can like push to the side or lift up. Most of them are gonna be lift up. So now you got your engine cracked, right? So the thing you're gonna look for, it's a little stick. It looks like a stick. It's a dipstick for the oil. It's how you check your oil level. Shit. All right, I forgot. You need to grab a cloth. Nah, fuck it, dude. I'm in my crackhead jacket. So you pull out your dipstick, right? First off, take a peek at that oil. If it looks like oil from a cartoon, it ain't good. You gotta change that shit. It should be like if like butterscotch was a liquid, that's what it should be. Fuck you. Oh, take it out, wipe it off, and then you put it back in, all on level ground, and then you take it back out again, and that's how you check the oil. So first off, we're already a quart short, but yeah, it's also burnt to shit. So that's one way to check. You can do by checking the actual oil, or you can go by the general rule of thumb. You know, it's a very common one. You know, this is the thing that most auto teachers tell you, is that if you see oil on the ground while you move your car, you need to change your oil. But the actual phrase or the actual guideline is every 3,000 miles or 3 months, or like new cars, they'll like a light will come on, so you can do that. Do what the computer tells you. You know, 2022. Like even mine has the stupid. I don't put the keys in there, and I don't want to get them back out. But even my light came on, as you saw in our funny little bit.
Hardly call it funny.
Go ahead.
Yep. Rolling.
So I need to figure out a better system for that. So when yeah, just fucking film me, dick. First thing you're gonna need, we're gonna go over tools. That's how you start recording.
We're recording.
Okay. Yeah, first thing you're gonna need, socket set. That's pretty good. Mine doesn't have the 9/16s because it fell in a drain when I was swapping my engine. That's another story for another time. You're never getting a DIY on that, by the way, because that fucking sucked. All right, next you're gonna want a pair of like channel locks. You know, can be used. You shouldn't use it, but I mean, if it's like for like a beat, like I'm not doing this for, you know, your dad's BMW. This is like, oh, my piece of shit needs an oil change and I don't have $100 to go pay for it. So you want some channel locks. Like they might fuck with the bolt, but whatever. Yeah. So you also want preferably some, or not some, an oil filter wrench. So you never should use an oil filter wrench to tighten the oil filter on. It just makes it a little bit easier to get it off. You can also use like a belt if you need, or you can look up a tutorial on how to make a fucking simple one. It's really not that hard, but all right. Next, you're gonna need a jack. This is like jack. So this is just a jack kit. You know, it comes with a jack. You can use like the big ones, like from mechanic shops. Yeah, so get a good jack. You don't want to use the jacks that you come with like your car for like changing your tire, because that's not safe to do an oil change under. It's good for changing your tire, which we'll do in another video, but it's not good for changing your oil. All right, next you're gonna need an oil pan or pan of some kind. Basically anything that's called a pan will work. So this is like an actual oil pan. I think it's like $30. But so I've like used like those plastic bins that like people use for like cleaning shit, or like a cooking tray or a bucket. It really doesn't have to be an actual oil pan, but it helps. And then also you need a good funnel for filling up the oil. You can use a lot of shit instead of a funnel. Like I've used paper plates, Gatorade bottles, water bottles. I'll make a video on how to like make some simple funnels out of garbage, because I've had to do it too many times on the side of the road or whatever. But yeah, so buy yourself a good funnel if you're going to be doing this often. Same with the oil pan. It's not a necessity for like to have these tools specifically, but I mean, it's always helpful. So, all right. Another big important thing is jack stands. So whenever you jack up a car and you're doing work on it, you never want to just like leave the car on the jack. They're not meant to hold shit up, they're meant to lift it up. So you want to get some good jack stands. And if you're going to be working on your car yourself a lot and plan to do stuff where you need to jack it up, buy these. You can buy a good pair for like $40 on Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, that type of shit. Same deal with the oil filter wrench. It's like quality of life stuff. Same with the jack. I got the oil filter wrench and the jack stands from the people who I'm too ashamed to ask to help me change my oil. So the person who you're trying to hide that you're doing this from, they'll have them. So if you go up and ask them for some jack stands, they'll be impressed enough. And you can do the same thing with the jack. Which if you have jack stands, you can use your jack for your tire to lift it up. It just don't work underneath that. It's not dangerous. It's not safe. Dude, my parents are getting so pissed at me about how much oil like the Delta's leaking out of the driveway. They keep saying like if I fucking leak anymore, I gotta change my valve cover gasket, because when I leak more, they're gonna make me get rid of the fucking car. God. Okay, so next most important thing for an oil change: oil. There's many ways you can find out what kind of oil you need. My car takes 10W30 SAE. It's like this is like your standard basic stuff. Anything that's SAE is like standard. So here I'm gonna show you how I find out how to, or like what kind of oil I need, or how you can find out. We'll say that, because it's gonna be different than how I find out. Right, so what you can do, come around this way, is you can just literally look up like. I looked up best oil for a 2015 Mustang EcoBoost. That's like my dad's car, and it'll either pop up, or you know, the Ford website, the maker website will be like, oh, use this oil for this generation of this car. Or what you can do, which you know, the way that works guaranteed every time, is go to like AutoZone, O'Reilly Auto Parts, Advanced Auto Parts, etc., etc., and just tell them what kind of car you have, and they'll tell you what kind of oil filter and or what kind of oil you need for your car works best. And that's if you don't want to pay for it. Like if it's most oil changes are really freaking cheap. It's not, this is a pain in the ass. I'm just doing this for those idiots who want to do it themselves, or if you're like me who can't afford the extra $40 it costs plus materials and work to get an oil change. So if you have like $80 and you have like a regular car, get an oil change. It's not worth all this bullshit. Alright, so that brings us into our next and final piece, oil filter. So it's the same thing as the oil. You know, you can really just look up oil filter for this kind of car, and it's a little bit harder to look up for yourself unless you know what kind of engine you got. Like I looked up oil, like for example, this is a 1984 Oldsmobile Delta 88 Royale Brougham, which had 3 different kinds of engines in it: the 3.8, the 5.0, 5.7, and the 5.7 diesel. So I know that this is a 5.0 because I swapped it, and so I know what kind of oil filter I need. But if you don't, just know what kind of car you have and go. It's the same thing as the oil. Just go into like the auto parts shop and ask them. And so the last 2 things you need is like use the bag that you get when you go and buy your shit, and then you're gonna need a couple rags, one for like oil and one for, you know, your hands. Just be clean, you know. If you put like this, like a plastic bag is useful for taking off the old oil filter. But yeah, so now we're gonna go on jacking up a car. I think that's everything I went over. Let's see, it's the shit, go machine. Yeah, so let's learn how to jack up a car.
Yeah, start jacking.
Jack it up. Anyways, come this way. So before we jack up my car, because my car's like made out of all steel, so it's like, you know, it's fucking 40 years old, so it's not like a common thing. So what you want to do to jack up a car is on these new cars. This is what is this, like a
2020 Nissan Sentra.
All right. Oh, so a cop totally just drove past, so they're looking at us. There's specific jack points where you can put the jack that comes with the car.
Look like this, like the 2 little notches.
Yeah, he can explain that. I don't know what the hell.
So basically, you just kind of like you put the like the notches like in between the or on the outskirts of the jack, and that's where like the jack point, so it doesn't like bend like the carbon, like, sorry, not carbon fiber. What the fuck? No, like the fiberglass shit. Some people jack it up from that, and it's like no good.
If you have a Japanese piece of shit like this American made 2008
piece of shit, yeah.
What the hell? Not that one. This piece of shit. You're just gonna go on the bottom, and you want to look for parts of the steel frame. Like you can go on the clasp welds, like right here, or well, I guess you want to do somewhere more towards the front for the oil. So, yeah, like you want to look for somewhere solid, like here, anywhere that's metal. What the fuck is leaking? It's like fucking oil. Is that antifreeze or oil, dude? Don't lick random liquids. So for this, we're gonna start jacking. You know, jacking her off. What you're gonna do is you're gonna want to find a central part in your car, somewhere that's kind of the middle, so that way you can jack up both sides and place them on jack stands. But if you absolutely need to, you can do one at a time, one side at a time, and place them on the jack stands.
Fucking goofy ass motherfucker. Goofy neon headlamp shitbox heaven ass motherfucker.
Huh?
Nothing.
On this jack, there's like a little screw that you tighten to make it like either go up. You want to make sure so that way the jack doesn't fall on you while you're working. So it's like slide this in. This is like a take apartable, and then it jacks up, dude. Ain't good to jack off. All right, so my head too big. Hold on. We're gonna put the jack under there because that's the middle metal piece. That's what the engineers call it. I don't know what it's called, but it's
member.
Yeah, what he said. And then we're gonna put jack stands under each side of the car. We'll look more for the frame, but we'll go to the side for that first. We're just gonna jack it up. Oh shit, we gotta chalk the wheels. So whenever you're lifting up a car, get like pieces of wood or brick to put on either side of the wheel, because if you're working on flat ground, it could roll either forward or backwards. It's called chalk on the wheels. It's where you put like a piece of wood or a brick in front of it behind, so that way the car doesn't fucking roll around while it's half on the air. So I'm gonna go grab some bricks. Be right back. Official landscaping technique for carrying bullet edges. So whenever you're chalking wheels, you want to make sure you put it right up to the edge. Because when it's in the air, you don't want the fucking thing moving at all. That's the difference between completely destroying your car and doing a job that was too cheap to justify doing it yourself. Air in my tires. I can't tell if the whole car is lifting up or just the engine bay is getting bent.
I felt it like shift, so I think it should be good.
The whole car is coming up.
Yeah, whole car.
Either. Dude, the fucker isn't even off the ground yet.
Wait, did you do the parking brake?
No.
Should you?
Nah. Are they off the ground yet?
No.
Dude, is it coming back down every time I push it?
No. You see the suspension raising.
I know, but like, does it come back down?
No?
Is this enough room for me to work? You think?
I mean, looks, holy, yeah, no, I'd definitely say so.
Yeah?
Yeah, like, I mean, like, get underneath. They don't get underneath.
Alright. So, don't touch it. It's fucking big. Most of the time, you don't even have to jack it all the way up. You can just jack it just enough to get you enough working room. You have to estimate with that. You don't want to fucking just go under there and test it. So, bottom of that, right? That's way too short. Alright, I guess I need to go up higher to fucking...
Oh, jack it up more?
Yeah.
No what? Yep.
That looks like part of the frame, eh? What do you think about this? Can you see it?
Not at all.
Well, then come over here.
Am I filming this or no?
No. We got it. Line up right to this part of the frame. This little corner. And when you lower it, you want to do it slowly because it's a lot easier to stop when you're doing it slowly than if you do it all like one Hail Mary. So we're gonna go over to the jack, get ready to lower it, and cross our fingers my fucking car doesn't crumble in half. Dude, my heart is fucking racing. She stands, boys. Now that we have it on the jack stands, now you want to give it a little wiggle. Because you don't, alright, so see how I like put, like you don't want to fucking jump on it, but you want to make sure that if you nudge it by accident, it's not going to fall on you and kill you. Alright, so. I'm not including this. Alright, so, as you can see, it's easier to do this during the day, but we live in Illinois.
to do it.
So, you know, the sun was pitch black out by like 5 o'clock. So, do it on a weekend. I don't fucking know. So, you're going to start grabbing the stuff that you need. So, you're going to need an oil filter wrench. You're just using this to take it off. You're not using it to put it back on. I'll explain why later when we put on the oil or the filter. You need your oil pan. You're going to want a rag just to make sure you stay clean. And then you want your plastic bag for taking off the oil filter. Oh, and you're going to need your socket and or jaws of life. What's it called again?
Channel locks.
Channel locks. Sorry, I just call these pliers. I don't know if that's grammatically correct or if people are gonna hate me. I call these pliers. I think it's a wrench, or I call it a wrench. I call it both, to be honest with you. So you're gonna need your socket. I'm pretty sure there's probably a standard for oil pan plugs. It's like a socket that you take off. I'll show you one more underneath. I don't know what it is, so I'm gonna do trial and error, but I'm pretty confident it's a 9/16, so that's why I have the channel lock. I don't know what it is, dude. I'll do some trial and error, see if we can find out what plug it is, and then we'll get going. In the oil filter, you know, I don't think, oh wait, no, this is the oil pan. That's the bottom of my engine. I lied. This is your oil pan. That's where the oil comes out. That's where the leak is.
Holy shit!
So,
Looks
yeah,
like you just like.
Yeah, so that's where the oil comes out. Here's your oil filter. It should be right next to the oil pan. That's the oil filter.
Rip on the suspension, it's fucking rusted to shit.
Fuck you. Well, that's gotta be the oil, right? Where all the fucking oil's coming out. Because it wouldn't be any of these fucking things. And that would be way too big to be an oil pan.
You're asking the wrong guy.
This has got to be the oil. It's leaking as we speak. Yeah, it's the oil. Dude, I love, if you saw the fan for the radiator, it's so fucking bent and beat up. Like, it's so funny. Here, give me your camera. It's like, is it zoomed in? Yeah, no, it's not. It's like bent and beat up, dude. It shit looks like a fucking cartoon that got, I don't know, beat up. All right, here. Well, that's gotta be the oil, right? Where all the fucking oil's coming out. Because it wouldn't be any of these fucking things. And that would be way too big to be an oil pan.
You're asking the wrong guy. The set's by your right.
Cool. This has got to be the oil. It's leaking as we speak. Yeah, it's the oil. Dude, I love, if you saw the fan for the radiator, it's so fucking bent and beat up. Like, it's so funny. Here, give me your camera. Film it. Start filming it.
Yeah, it's already been.
Right, cool. It's like, is it zoomed in? Yeah, no, it's not. It's like bent and beat up, dude. It shit looks like a fucking cartoon that got, I don't know, beat up. All right, here. That was a funny clip. I'll end it. Watch. All right, I guess that's the oil pan. So apparently it uses some crazy big socket, which I don't have. So we're gonna use the channel locks. So yeah, you're gonna want to put your pan of whatever kind. Like I said, you can literally use like a fucking baking sheet. I'm using an oil pan because I'm bad and bougie. I've actually never used this before. So you're gonna want to get that position underneath your oil thing, oil reservoir, oil pan. Is it called an oil pan on a car too?
I think.
On a car too?
That's what it said in the fucking online.
So you're just gonna slowly start you want to start cracking it open. You want to get this out first, right? So hold on, this is gonna be a little hard.
I think you're tightening it technically.
Try and roll over. Yeah, fuck, I always suck with these kinds of things.
Righty tighty, lefty loose.
Yeah, but like which side? It's a circle, dude. There's a righty,
Well,
there's a
if you
right
think-
and a left for both ways.
Okay, the top side is what you worried about.
Top? It's fucking perpendicular to the earth.
If you're looking at it like pretending it's like against, like, let's say you see
yeah,
like
but what if I was going from like, what if I was facing the opposite way?
still the top one.
There's no difference.
You
Then
said-
the top would be the opposite. If I'm going from this way, this side's the top. If I'm coming from that way, this side's the top.
No, David, it's the same thing. Either
No,
way.
it's not.
Yes, it fucking is. Either way, if you flip it, it still turns the same exact direction.
No, it doesn't.
This is fucking David. Top side, no matter what side you're on. Well, top side if like the head of it's towards you. You what?
You want to explain the oil thing?
So the oil thing, basically, when you start doing this, you also want to like crack the oil filter. Yeah, that bad boy right there, like cylindrical motherfucker. You want to crack
Go look
that?
for a wrench.
Okay.
Keep explaining.
All right. So basically, you want to crack that to release the pressure, so then it starts draining. But you don't want
get
to.
the plug out.
Once you get the plug out,
It
yeah,
makes it drain faster.
drain faster. There you go.
So when you're putting oil in my engine, was the oil pan plug like stupid big? Like, was it retardedly big?
I don't remember.
Because like I looked up I'm pretty sure I know which one it is, but it's like an inch at least. How big the bolt is? It's like huge.
I mean, it's right in the center of the oil pan.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I thought it was that. I just wanted to double, because like we looked up what like the standard size for an oil pan plug is, and it said 3/8, and there's no chance that that's even close.
This is the old school.
Oh, that's true. Okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you happen to remember what it looked like.
Not really. No.
Okay. I guess I
Time ago.
can always put more fluid back into it, whatever that is. So
You do what?
I can always put more of whatever fluid it is back in, you know. All right.
I mean, if it's not, the only two things it would be is your transmission or engine. I mean,
That's what I'm
if it's
saying.
directly under your engine, like if it's directly under your hood, it's your oil.
Okay. It's like towards the back, like more towards the cab though. Still, it's under the hood, but it's like back more.
Well, make sure it's not the transmission.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
That's the only two things it could be. So.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye.
All right. We're gonna look up a picture of an oil pan.
Aren't you the one making the tutorial?
What?
Okay,
Okay, so today we'll be working on a 1983 Oldsmobile Delta 88. We'll be changing the engine oil. First, what we're gonna do is oil cap.
Oh, I didn't even think to do that. What did he say? He said you gotta remove the oil cap. All right, here's the money move.
Here is the oil filter. Here's the drain.
Yeah, it's right in front of the oil filter.
So we're doing the right one.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah. You start draining your oil though. What you want to do is you want to go over to the oil fill cap, which on my specific car is located right here, right behind this thing, next to this hose by the big thing. I actually know what that one is. That's my air filter. So you just pop this open. It'll help relieve the pressure as it goes down. But yeah, I gotta go find a big wrench. So we don't have a 22 mil, so we're gonna use the
Channel lock.
pliers. Yeah! Oh my god! You give me that fuck. Can you see how brown that shit is? Oh, it's going too fast.
Where is he?
Right under my light.
Oh my god.
No man.
Kiss him.
Wait.
He's precious.
No! So, oil's drip check. The oil's almost done leaking out. So now we're just gonna take the filter off. A little life hack for you is you can use like a fucking Solo cup or like a plastic Walmart bag. And you just put it up around the filter when you take it off so that way it doesn't leak as much. You want your oil pan, you want to wait for the oil to leak out as much as, or like drip out as much as possible so that way you don't have much oil coming out with the oil filter, because it will be messy. It always is. It's just how it works. So, but that's where you want your oil filter wrench or belt or whatever the hell you're using. Dude, hold on. I don't know how I'm supposed to fix this fucking back. Use a Solo cup if you're gonna do this.
Does this say a guy like crack it with a wrench, then put the Solo cup and just like hand loosen it?
What the fuck are you talking about? What kind of 5-minute crafts type bullshit? Lefty loosey, eh?
Lefty loosey. It's like a light bulb.
Wait, if I... Oh, wait, no. When the pliers open, they're bigger. What the fuck? Is this oil wrench too fucking big? So I have to go, like, towards me, right?
Away from you.
Away from me?
Yeah.
Okay. Fucking God. This is horrendous.
Talking to a preschooler. It would have been funny if we went to like a drive-through oil change. It would have been done in like 20 minutes.
That's what I'm saying, bro. If you got an extra $40 fucking dollars, don't do it. Like, it's not worth it.
Like doing this?
Yeah. All right.
I just take the bag
Yeah,
off.
so
Take her off.
Fuck the bag. Bye. Oh shit, that's littering. Crime. Well, I say, Mr. Filte, prepare to get fucked. I just tightened it. Oh, ooh. Wait, no, wait. It was the other way, you dick. I wish I had a cup.
Yeah, right. Oh, oh, man.
The walls won't lose green slime.
What the fuck is that?
SpongeBob, dick. Oh, it's not getting in the pan. Oh my god. Just pay $40, dude.
It would also be better if you didn't have a mental retard doing it.
Dude, for real, I have the mental capacity of a goldfish that was left in the sun after a carnival. Oh!
What the?
Wait, hold on.
Oh, did you put the cap back on the oil yet?
No.
Oh, shit.
What do I do now?
Oh, those are the pliers.
Alright, cool. Filter's off.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, dude, I liked the fucking fresh Carhartt boat. Sheesh. Alright, so everything that's old in the car is out. The old filter, old oil. So now what we're going to do is just give everything a quick wipe down from the surface. Get any like of that shitty oil off there so like, no, not more contaminants. And then we're going to put the oil plug back in the oil pan. Show you how to prep and put on a new filter, and then fucking get her done, bud.
Point to the screw.
Do you see what I'm moving?
Oh my god, yeah.
Can you see that it's exposing a part of the engine? Generally when things are loose, that's not how it's supposed to go. So I don't know what this is. Let's put that back. Let's just pull it. Wait, no, wait, this is on upside down. Hold on. Turn it upside.
Oh, so like clips on?
Yeah, it clips onto this thing in the
shit,
front.
so your engine's not nearly as broken as we thought.
Well, yeah. Well, no, just okay. Yeah, no. Maybe there's a reason it stays broken. Oh. Good enough for Jesus. All right, I'm gonna put the oil plug back in now. When you are putting the oil pan plug back in, you want to use a wrench. That's what you want to use a wrench for, because you don't want that shit coming out, dude. So you want to make sure it's tight. You don't want to tighten it too much, but you want to make it hand tight. There's probably a torque spec for it, but you know what? God made torque specs for pussies. Okay. So the oil plug's back in. So now we're gonna prep the new oil filter. To prep your new oil filter, just take it out the box. There's an O-ring right here. What you want to do is you want to get a little oil on your fingies. The new oil. Where'd my rag go? You want to get the new oil, not the old oil. Hold on. You just get some oil on your finger. If you have long fingers, you can reach in there. If not, you can. I probably don't do that actually, because it'll probably contaminate your oil.
Look how clear that oil is compared
I
to the
know,
shit we
right?
just pulled out.
That's what oil's supposed to look like. Like, people think oil's black. It's not black, dude. It's like amber. It's like syrup. It looks like syrup. So you want to make sure you cover that O-ring nice and good. And then I'm gonna go get a cup, and I'm gonna pour oil into the filter before we screw it back up. All right. All right. So now we got a cup. The cup ain't big enough, but it'll do what it gotta do. And this isn't necessary, but it helps. Oh Jesus. Yeah, but so you see how that's like syrup, and mine looked like this. That ain't good, bro.
I know what's wrong with it.
I know what. You got your oil filter prepped. It's got some oil in there. It's not full. Doesn't need to be full. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I was told to do it, so I didn't look up how to do it.
Should be set.
Yeah, should be good enough, eh? Good enough for Jesus.
Happy dance.
If you use too small of a cup like I did, you're just. Well, I'm gonna move this old oil filter.
Gosh, she's fucking drenched from all the different fluids.
I can't fucking pick it. Oh my god, what the fuck, dude?
Good to know it's a good lubricant, man.
Dude, for real. If you ever run out of lubricant, well, you're fucking her in the ass. Use engine oil. Thank me later.
It burns.
Stop making comments. So, leave it in the cup and then put it up to the screw and use that to hold it while you start screwing it in.
He's shiny. This compared to the last one, like, it's got color.
Well, yeah, that's full of shit. So yeah, when you're putting on your new filter, you only want it to be hand tight.
Still looks a little loose.
I know, I'm not done. I'm wiping my hands because it's oily.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you only want it to be hand tight. Because otherwise, I don't fucking know, it'll damage it.
Damage
it
the threading.
tightens up. Yeah, it tightens up as you drive and shit. That's why you need a wrench to get it off. And put it.
But also, the plug's back in, right?
Yes.
Cool. You tightened it fully?
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Okay.
So now we gotta fill her up, actually.
Hold on, I'm gonna go back in and get us a few more twists with my hand. Am I loosening it?
I don't think so. Wait. I think you just were.
Don't film this.
It's too late. No, hey, no, David.
wait.
All right, that seems
Are you
perfect.
sure about that?
This is fucking David.
Yeah, that's good.
That's
All right,
perfect.
yeah. Don't do that. It's just, I don't know. Okay, so now now's the part you've all been waiting for. We gotta put the oil in the engine. But before you go balls to the wall and start filling her up, you want to have either yourself watch or someone else watching the underneath. Make sure everything's tightened all the way, so that way when you start filling it with oil, you don't like pour all 5 quarts in and then realize that it was leaking out onto the floor. So if you wouldn't, well, first off, so you just the way you fill it up, I hope I don't have to explain this, but I'm going to anyways, is you put your funnel in the same place where you took off the oil fill cap, where it says oil fill. That's where you fill the oil, and you just pour it in there. Any leaking?
Let's see nothing. Yeah, we're looking mint.
Nothing, like no drops.
No drops, yeah.
So yeah, so then once that's done, you can look up So when you look up what kind of oil you get for your engine, it'll also tell you like how much you need. Like mine is 5 quarts.
How many you got?
I only grabbed 3. What do you mean fucking? Shut the fuck up, Jack. You'd be replaced by a fucking piece of wood. So when you pour it in, you just always periodically check, make sure nothing's like pouring out. And yeah, it will not go in completely straight because it's more viscous than water. So, you know, don't just dump it in because it will overflow, especially if you have a skinny funnel. But I mean, no funnels are skinny, it's what a funnel is. So just pour it slowly. Yeah, see how it'll start rising up. So you want to do it slowly. And if it does start rising up, don't worry, just let it go back down.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'm fucking with you.
All right, so just fill her up then.
God, it's crazy seeing how much of a fucking different color it is.
Dude, that's only after 1,500 miles too. So my car is a little special because it's a little special. This engine I got from a junkyard because I blew the old one that came with the car. So like for this, it's gonna need to be changed more frequently than 3,000 miles every 3 months. If you're doing this because you just bought a car and you want to do an oil change on a used car, then do it anyways, and then, you know, drive from there. Check it periodically. A wise man once told me that it's good to check your oil anytime you go for gas. You need to make sure it's cool though. You don't want it to be hot. You want it to have just ran, so that way it cycles up, picks up all the garbage and shit that's floating around in your oil. So that way, like when you empty it, it'll all come out easier because it's warm. But you don't want to do it right after. You want to let it sit for like 5 minutes because it will burn you. It's hot. We will put the oil cap back on. Well, first take out your oil or your funnel and like vibrate it back and forth. That helps get all the last oil drops off. Can you give me that cloth on that table? Dude, I've been staring at the light so long. There's like a blind spot right where I need to see if the oil's dripping out still from you filming. All right, so you're not gonna get all the oil, so just give me. Yeah, so it might drip a little bit, but you know, drip. Like that's what the that's the inside of my oil cap. So
I wonder why it was pitch black when we fucking loosened it.
Ling my balls. Dude, there's gotta be water in my fucking. That's gotta be what it is. There's gotta be water getting in there. I'm pretty sure. I'll look up and add in post what the cause of like a murky oil is. I'm 100% confident as of right now that a murky oil means that there is
a water leak.
Now,
You fucking hear that? That dog sounds fucking horrendous.
all right, last thing to do before you test her out, make sure everything's all good, is go ahead and check your dipstick again. So you're gonna want to do the same thing. Wow, look at that shine! Look how much clear. Well, no, it's not an accurate reading yet, but just look at the color difference from the beginning. I'll put up a still image.
Like,
so you can
whip
compare.
on the rag too.
Yeah.
You'll see, it's not gonna be like.
So
Oh
that's,
my god, yeah, that's night and day.
put it back in, and now we'll check our level.
Oh, fuck,
like-
fucking mint. Hold on. You're full.
Yeah, it looks like it's just it's something. It's hard to see because how clean the oil is, but you can see where the shimmer ends. It's like right above full. Now that you know you're all good, you can take everything out from underneath your car, lower the jack stands, and fire her up. And when you fire her up, you want to once again have someone watching, make sure there's no like oil that starts like spontaneously shooting out everywhere. I know what's wrong with it. He ain't got no gas in it. All right, so when you're taking the car off the jack stands, you don't want to lower it while it's on the jack stands. You want to
raise it to lower.
You want to jack up the car so that way it's just off the jack stands, and then remove the jack stands and lower the car with the jack. That's like, oh my god, I wasn't gonna take my head out. All right, so now once you got it off the jack stands and the jack removed, just gotta make sure de-chalk your wheels, because it will not be pleasant learning that you did not de-chalk them. If your car doesn't shift, which it shouldn't, so you know it didn't shift, and the brakes come out just as easily. Oh, that was not intentional. So before you close up your hood and call it a day, you just want to crank the engine, have someone watching the bottom. So I'm gonna have Jack out here filming, watching the bottom. so that way no oil's coming out. And then also you want to check the hood, make sure nothing's coming out there, because it'd be bad. Holy fucking shit,
Nothing.
cool. Let's look to the engine now. Whatever squeaking wasn't squeaking before. Gonna check the hood and underneath one more time, make sure nothing's leaking.
Looking good! Yeah!
Alright, my friends. That's how you do an oil change the Dave way. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if you want to learn how to do shit. Yeah, special thanks to Jack for filming. He's got a really good camera on his phone, so like everything's really high quality. It's great. Yeah, so
Glistening. Pride right there.
dude, I'm so happy. This is the first time I've driven it and it's not leaked oil. Like, yeah, so thanks for watching and peace out.